Hello and welcome back to the Flightship. Last episode, we passed the final major hurdle, and now it's time for a minor hurdle, Dedede himself. And this is one of the things I have enjoyed the most about doing this run. Dedede resets. If you die here, as showcased now, you'll get a game over. Press continue. Dear goodness, press continue. And as you can see, we're back at Dedede, which means that he's actually not a major hurdle. He's a tough boss, but the boss fight feels... I can have fun for this part, basically.
I mean, it's like actually a fair fight.
Yeah, I don't fight him very often, so like I kind of don't like... I have like a less of an idea of what I'm doing, and it feels more like a fair fight. Dedede's fight continues to be my favorite part of this game in every single run. Good job, Dedede. Good opening fight. But yeah, basically just really nice. It's nice that he's not a major hurdle. I mean, he's a minor hurdle still, but it's nice because then I can focus on the challenging yet engaging gameplay of his fight without having to worry about resetting over and over again, without having to worry about the entire run possibly not even making it after we do this for the second time. And it just feels so nice. Especially since, again, I really like Dedede's fight. I think it's the best part of the game. Important to note that in this game, the stars from Dedede hurt you. Also, this is the only game in which Dedede, or in this boss fight, Dedede is the only thing that makes stars. When in later entries, pretty much all the bosses will make stars as projectiles. But yeah.
Mainly because the bosses are more designed for you to be attacking them with abilities rather than inhaling their projectiles.
Yeah.
So they need some way to...
make it possible for normal for them to get them. But yeah. You save the best for last. No matter what run you do, the best is always the final bit. And I think that's a really strong proponent of this game. It can be a real bummer when that's not the case. Even if it's an otherwise amazing game. A rough ending can be real sad. Especially if the game is good up to that point.
And conversely, like, if a game has a real good ending, like, it sticks with you, even if the rest of the game is, like, Paper Mario the Origami King.
Oh. Yeah. But man, it just feels nice. Dedede's nice to fight. And it's like really, like, I'm not sure I wouldn't be ready for this run if I had to do Dedede in one try. And it would suck all the joy out of it. And I'm just really glad that that's not the case. I know it's a design issue that was never, I know it's a design thing that was never really meant to be an issue, but it's one of those things where I'm just so glad this is how it is. I wish the rest of the game had a save feature. Yes. Then I wouldn't need to be so glad that this is how it is. But yeah, overall, Dedede fight. Still the best part of the run. Bada bada bada. It's interesting, I think, floating in this game. It has, like, the upside of giving you, like, infinite upwards health, but it completely, it slows you down a lot, which can be a detriment in a boss fight like this. which is why I'm still taken to the ground and only floating in case of emergencies. Plus, if you're in the air when he does his hammer attack, or when he sets his hammer attack, he'll do a jump attack, and which is pretty hard to avoid. But yeah, that little fall animation as well, like when Kirby, like...
Yeah, I know we've spoken about this.
Yes. That little bump slide into stuff. Man. So I actually do think it makes an intriguing, like, back and forth, where, like, there's advantages and disadvantages. Like, yeah, you can float over stuff, but, like, when you have to, like, do something... Oh, yeah. Also, hammer, by the way, hammer strikes where you were. So you just have to... And it's important to remember exactly what makes stars. Hammers make stars, thumping makes stars. Also, it doesn't happen very often, but Dedede does sometimes thump in the middle of his jump instead of at the end of the arc. So that's important to remember. That was terrible. Once again, jump over. See, as you can see, I'm trying to stay low to the ground. Sometimes when he does that, I am hit Chrono me. Important to remember, it's also harder to jump over Dedede when he has the hammer out. Personally, I recommend standing fairly far away so you have time to react to what Dedede does, but you also want to make sure you're not, like, on the edge of the screen so that if he does the hammer, you can get it. Also, if he's partially off screen, he almost always does... Oh, see, he's going to do the jump attack there. If he's off screen, he almost always... if he jumps off screen, he almost always jumps back on. Oh.
Does he ever not?
I don't know. I'm not quite sure how his path works. I mean, he's partially off there, but that's... I guess he can sometimes dive partially off and he won't jump back on. Although he did jump back on there. And there. Also, good to note, stars will stun him, so like if he's in the middle of attack, sometimes you can stop him and that'll give you time to run away. This is mostly only applies to the suck attack, although sometimes it applies to the hammer as well. Yeah, that was... I almost saved myself, but I think I ran into his own hitbox himself instead. I did practice a little against this guy. Like, I'm not going into it blind. Like, I have beaten this guy 1 health before. Like, I practiced mostly on Kabula because it's Kabula, but I have done this before. Too close. Forgot the stars hurt you. You know, it's interesting. The Dedede theme. Bada, bada, bada. Like that beginning bit, it mirrors the regular boss theme. But, yeah, in this game. I mean, that's never the case in any of the other Kirby games. But, it is interesting. Not getting much of chances to attack here. And I almost died there. And bammo!
We did it.
Hey, it's like, is it always 100,000 when you beat Dedede?
I don't know.
I don't know, but we did it. And we got the whole 5 stars, and we did it. And I'm just... Mostly we just did it. Probably shouldn't be drinking water in the part that's definitely going to be in the video. But I didn't accidentally press end. I was so terrified that would happen at a few points. But look at that. Look at that. Blue Kirby. The credits. Oh, I've never been so happy to see the credits. Masaru Sakurai. That person. Now, we've already gone through these credits. Sunday Rain. I keep forgetting Sunday Rain is one of the programmers. That's gotta be like a fake name, right?
Yeah.
I mean... I just feel this warm... It's mostly relief, honestly. Bobby! I still don't know who that is. Cypher. I also don't know who that is. I think it's just relief. And so many players. Kirby's Dream Land, presented by HAL Laboratories and Nintendo. Oh, thank you. Thank you for existing. And for cooperating when I beat you. 5 sparkling stars go and keep the castle up. And... bye-bye. Not actually, though.
You're free now. You can do Kirby's Adventure.
Yes, finally! I can have an adventure. Like, finally. I love this. I love this little enemy thing. Just seeing this again is probably worth it. I just really like it. It's funny, because a lot of... Like, both this and, like, Pikmin 1 have this, like, enemy roll call. And although Pikmin 2's Picklepedia is definitely better than the enemy roll call in Pikmin 1, I just really like these little enemy roll calls at the end.
This reminds me of Super Mario World. It has something like this.
Yeah. It's generally not done anymore, because modern games, you can just look it all up and stuff.
Yeah.
But it's just such a nice reward, and I do like how, like, this is hidden after the extra game specifically. Possibly just because the sequence includes... Kabul was spelled wrong. Probably just because the sequence includes the extra game enemies, but I just think it's... No, it's not the extra game enemies. I just think it's nice that it's like, after doing the real final thing, it goes, hey, it's just a nice little reward, specifically for beating it. Yeah, we did it. I mean, I did it. It was me. But yeah. All it took was 6 months of constant practicing. King Dedede, you rascal. And now, you're our hero. Press down B and select on the title screen for the config mode and more fun. Yeah, so much fun config mode. I really enjoy doing config mode. I sure do love config mode. By the way, for the titles, we're just going to call it no damage because that's basically what it is. It's much easier. Thanks, config mode. Look at Dedede's face. Okay. Now you know how I feel. Well, I mean, I feel happy now.
You're a hero. You're my hero, fella.
Really?
Yeah.
Thank you. I'm just so...
Isn't Philip your hero now?
I'm so happy I did this. Finally. I can never touch this game again.
Yeah.
I can now, like, lock it in the closet and throw it in the bottom of the ocean.
What, are you gonna just take your closet and throw it in the bottom of the ocean?
Yeah. I don't need that.
Okay.
My clothes will hang off my bed.
Generations from now, some kid will unbury it.
And find
Sucked into another world.
this copy of Kirby's Dream Land and never know what happened on it because there's no save data in this game. I love that feature. Only Kirby game with no save data. And look where it gets you. All that's left is the bonus video. Thanks for flying with the Flightship. When it comes to entertainment, we know you have a choice, and we thank you for flying with the Flightship. We hope you continue to the next episode of our flight, and consider joining our Frequent Flyers program by hitting the subscribe button.